What's up, everybody? My name is Josh LaFleur from Late Star Piano. Today, I'm going to be telling you about one of the best websites for brand new piano players. This website is going to unlock your creativity. It's going to be teaching you about inversions. It's going to be teaching you all about chords. It's going to be teaching you how to be creative and come up with your own ideas. It's going to do all of that for you. And the best part is it's going to do it completely free. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, and we'll get into point number one here without further ado. So the name of this website is ultimateguitar.com. Ultimateguitar.com. And right now, if you've never heard of this website, you might be thinking, Josh, what are you talking about? This is a piano channel. This isn't a guitar channel. And you are correct. This is a piano channel, and I've never played guitar. I don't know anything about guitar, but ultimateguitar.com is a great website for a lot of different musicians. So piano players, guitar players, and anybody else who can play chords. What this website does, again, it's completely free, is you can go to it and you type in the name of a song. It has thousands and thousands of songs listed, again, completely for free. So you search the name of a song, could be Bohemian Rhapsody, could be some kind of pop song, could be a Beatles song, could be a country song, any song, and you search it and it has the chords that go along with it with the lyrics underneath. Now, why is this so powerful? Why is it such a good tool? I said you can work on your chord inversions, your creativity, and your music theory. Why can it do all of those things? Well, if you use it in the way I'm about to tell you, it can't do all of those things. First of all, what you can do is when you search a song, say you pick something easy, say it's Let It Be by the Beatles, Let It Be. It will have all the chords listed. So it'll say C chord, it'll say G chord, A minor, right? E minor, whatever chords are involved, F major, it'll have all the chords listed, and you have to actually be able to read them. So it'll have a large F, and if you know how to read that, that's F major. If you don't, then you're going to learn really quick. If you have a capital A and then a small M, that would be A minor. So now it's teaching you how to read a lead sheet, basically, because you just have the chord symbols up top with the lyrics. So it's basically like a lead sheet. And a lead sheet you can do a lot with. Because once you know the chords, you can figure out the rhythm, you can figure out how to play them, you can figure out the proper inversion, and you have to figure out how to switch between the chords. Okay? So a super easy, super basic way to actually get a lot of use out of this is pick an easy song. I would say Let It Be by the Beatles. Hopefully you know that. If you don't, you can look it up quickly. But pick some kind of easy song. Go to ultimateguitar.com, search that song, and let's say the first chord is a C. So it has a big capital C and nothing else. That means it's a C major chord. Now what you have to figure out is you have to figure out what to do with your left hand, and you have to figure out what inversion do you want to play. Do you want to play a C major in group position, C, E, G? Do you want to play it in first inversion, and you play E, G, C, and do second inversion, right, G, C, E? You figure that out. You can also figure out the best way to play it, because if you're playing C major and then you go directly into a G major, what inversion makes most sense? What's going to make that an easier transition? So now you have to think. You have to think about what you're going to play and why you're going to play that as is. You also need to figure out the chord symbol, like I said, the lead sheet. You need to figure that out, and you need to figure out the chord itself. So if you're brand new and the first chord is a C major, but you don't know how to play C major, then you need to figure out what notes are involved in a C major chord. And you can do that very easily. You can just Google it online, it will tell you. And once you have that bare minimum, you can figure out, again, what position you want to play that chord in the right hand and then the left hand. So do you want to just play the bass note in the left hand? For example, if it's a C major chord, you just play a C in the left hand. Are you playing octaves in the left hand? Are you doing the bass? So you're playing a C, are you playing an E, a G, whatever? And what about the rhythm? Are you doing some kind of arpeggio on the left hand? Are you just doing a block chord, right? Are you playing the octaves and you're kind of switching it out? Maybe you're playing the root in the fifth, So you can actually hear where everything lines up, and you can figure out kind of what rhythm makes sense in the left hand. And so now you're kind of thinking about ear training as well, right? Because you're thinking about what sounds good, you're thinking about why it sounds like that, you're putting a lot of thought and emphasis on your left hand, on material again, how you're playing that bass pattern, all of those kinds of things. And there are so many songs that you can play just based with the chords. It's crazy. It will sound like it as well if you can kind of figure things out. And once you get more advanced with this, you can start adding in different melody notes in the right hand, right? So maybe you play the chord and then you add in a couple melody notes. Maybe your left hand, you're doing arpeggios now up and down the piano. You can do this a lot of different ways. And this is just one song. So with all of that, you can work on your ear training. Like I said, pulling up the song while you're looking to it so you can figure that out. It works on your music theory because you have to know the chords, you have to know how to read the lead sheet. And it works on your improvisation because you're making up your own chord versions. You're trying to figure out what's best for you, what sounds the best, and you're also planning things out. How am I going to switch between these three chords quickly? You're also, again, with the improv, you're figuring out the left hand. So you're playing octaves, are you doing root fifth octave? Are you just doing one finger, whatever? What is it that you're doing? And you're figuring out all of this just based off the lead sheet. And I think this is a nice change in your practice, especially if normally you have just been reading sheet music. So maybe you're reading sheet music online, or maybe you're working out of some kind of method book, right? If you're just reading sheet music all day, that's fine, but it can get a little bit boring, in my opinion. So if you're a little bit more creative, if you like to improvise and you like to make up your own songs even, or just figure out what songs you like, then this is going to be perfect for you because there's no sheet music. You just have the chords, you have the chord chart, and then everything else you have to figure out. So I try to do this usually on Sundays when I don't do my super regimented practices. On Sundays, I kind of do whatever I want, so I do a lot of this. I try to figure out songs by ear. If I can't really do that, or if I need some kind of help, then I'll go to ultimateguitar.com and I'll get like the first chord. And I'll try to go from there. And that's another thing you can do as well, is to really work on your ear training. You can, let's say, go to ultimateguitar.com, just look at the first chord, right? Or figure out what key it's in. So if it's C major, maybe that's all you need. Maybe you need the keys in C major and it starts on a C major. Maybe you need that first chord. Once you have that first chord, don't look at the rest of it right away. Listen to the song and try to figure out where that changes. Right? So it's not like you're trying to figure out how to play it by ear, cold turkey from scratch. You just listen to it and you try to figure all this out. In the beginning, it might be helpful if you go to this website, ultimateguitar.com, you look at that key it's in or the first chord that it plays, and then from there, now that you know you have the first starting point correct, then you go back to the song and try to figure out the transitions, try to figure out the chord changes that are being made on your own. So you can work on your ear training, your improvisation, your music theory, your ear training. You can do all of this all on this website. So very helpful. And that's it. Hopefully you got some use for that. I think it's a lot of fun. I would definitely give it a try. You can learn a lot from it. I would try to implement it at least once a week just to do something fun, do something different, break up your practice routine so it's not as mundane as it can be sometimes. And it's super fun, so I would definitely recommend trying it out. With all that said, I do have a free PDF. It's a free guide on my website and it has 34 essential tips for the late adult beginner piano player to help you play songs as fast as possible. In this guide, we go over practice strategies, we go over music theory, we go over your mindset and approach, and at the very end, we teach you how to play your first song. So if you're interested in that, you can go to www.lakestarpiano.com, link is below. Click on that big bright purple button on that page, enter in your name and email address, and you will have instant access to that free guide. In addition, I am offering lessons right now via Zoom. If you're interested in that, send me an email. Email is below, but it's latestarpiano@gmail.com. We'll set up a day and a time that works best for you. With all that said, my name is Josh LaFleur with